You are now tuned in to the Haitian Jonas Show.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hey, what's up? My name is Jonas.
My name is Arika. What up?
And you're watching
haitianjonas.com.
So what's up, Boston? We doing a little hip hop recognition in Boston. Questions. Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
And we have to start with hip hop in Boston. When we Google who's from Boston, the artist who's from Boston. So, and how come like new artists is coming up and they not ringing the bell? And when you Google, you can't find their name on Google and stuff like that as artists, hip hop artists or R&B artists in Boston. So what do you have, Erica, as like artists in the list?
Well, when I research it for artists in Boston, we get a small amount of lists of who came from Boston, and a lot of these people we don't even know, or it's not now, and the people that's new that's coming out, they're not even on the list, and we know they come from Boston. So we have.
Do you think it's a lack of? Do you think you can shut this off? Do you think it's I'm so sorry. Do you think it's a lack of work they don't put into their work or something like that?
No, I don't think it's that, because every artist, put a lot of effort out there to go and sell their, their songs and their labels and everything like that. I just think the media is just slow on, finding out who our real artists are, where they came from, how they got to the point they were. So,
So who do you have in the artists, like in terms of like music?
The Ariel Smith, the Dream Theater, the Cars, Donna Summer, Boston. JoJo's from Boston.
I've met JoJo. I saw JoJo once. It was in she was going to church like on Norfolk Street. I forgot the name of the church, but that's where I met her. And I haven't heard from her for a long time. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's the Magnetic Fields, the Biebers, Ammon Van Helden, New Kids on the Block is from Boston. The Lemonheads, Justin Dwells, never heard of them. New Editions, Steven Tyler.
New Editions from Boston?
Yeah. And see, we gotta do our research on our
Let's keep going.
Okay. But we got the Guster, Mission of Rumba, the Mighty Boston Tones, Belle DeVoy, Bobby Brown, is from Boston. Suzanne, I don't even know. We have Carmen, Sammy Adams.
Who's Carmen?
Carmen,
Oh, Carmen?
Yeah.
What?
Street Dogs. We have Deer Hunter, Powersman 5000. Strange name, but okay. Sunny Sid, Mr. Leaf, Roy Haynes, Big D and the Kids Table, Buffalo Tom, Evan Dando, The Flock Implosion, whatever that is. Then American Hyphy, Belly. Never heard majority of those artists in my life.
Yeah, but to this day, we forgot to call what's his name from Boston. This hip hop artist Benzino is from Boston, and they don't even put Benzino. I don't know why they don't put Benzino, but he's from Boston, and
there's a lot of artists that's missing from.
So my question is, what about the new hip hop artists? What should they do to be in that in that level right now? Because their music, a lot of them are making music, and then most of the music is like mixtape covering somebody else. So what do you think they should do? Go ahead.
They need to make their own sound, their own music, recreate their own, not trying to like recreate somebody's music that's already been done, but create one that other people are like, oh, I want to, make a song, just like that. I want to, make a cover for that song or something. Make your own song, be your own like artist. Don't try to go follow great other artists in the past. Yeah, they're great and everything. They're great artists, but you need to be, if you want to make it great, you gotta have your own personality, your own character.
Especially the hip hop culture is just like unclear right now. People are not throwing the music they're supposed to throw. Like for example, like the music that they doing, the music that they playing, they not coming clear. Why is that?
I don't know, honestly. Honestly, I don't know. There's a lot of things that are out there that people just...
Okay, as a young girl, when you listen to the music on the radio, is it because it's playing so many times and that drag you to the music, or you feel the beat?
I mean, I listen to the lyrics, but also the beats. One thing that attracts your attention, that's how you get certain people to listen, because they look for the beat. Also, it needs to have some kind of emotion, some kind of connection that makes the listeners want to be like more into it, attracts them more. So for me, I listen to lyrics. The media now with the lyrics and stuff are just not approval.
It's so dirty. You talk about.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's disrespectful to women out there, and girls now think, oh, it's cool because that's what they're talking about.
How you gonna call it disrespectful when the woman is allowed to be in the music?
And that's our fault. Most women out there are clueless and whatnot. So
they showing their ass, they showing booty, they showing like sometimes they even want to be naked in the video. How is that?
Because the media makes them feel if they don't do certain things.
The media or the artists?
Well, artists are doing what the media thinks is going to sell. Mm-hmm. So it's like a business thing, It all connects into it.
So there's no way you can say, hey, men are disrespecting women, because women choose to be in that predicament, in that situation. As a young girl, you won't do that, but some will do. So for the women, they have to live, right? They have to make money. But why they have to go to that extreme?
I don't know. It's just, I don't know who created that whole image. Woman has to be like that.
When did it start? Like, do we know?
I mean, if you look at this, like the 90s and the early 2000s, it wasn't as bad as it is now. I mean, if you look at it, you're like, what happened? What's your information? Like,
Tupac came out. Remember Tupac? How do you want it? How do you feel it?
All right, let's.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Like all the women, they were like,
yeah, but like I'm just saying.
Snoop Dogg came up.
Sorry,
those who are watching, you can put a comment and say what you want to say. At least be a little bit nice. Don't be rough with us.
Tell us your idea of what you think about, the hip hops and R&Bs nowadays. If you have any more artists that's from Boston that are not being, put out there, put their name out there. Give them some recommendation. We gotta represent Boston. If you're from Boston, you gotta represent them.
For real. You're watching haitianjonas.com. I would like to say thank you to my sponsors. Ferris Coffee Restaurant,
Las Vegas Express,
Frugal Furniture right on in Mappin Square. Mm-hmm. You can get a major good stuff there. And we have Vicky Bumbagai. Big shout out to you, sister. So you watching Haitian Jonas Radio 1. If you have any questions, feel free. On Monday night, every Monday night, Radio 1. You can call the radio 617-910-9233, and this is how we do it. We do it like a boss. So, what do you think?
I don't know what you're talking about. Please, you guys comment out there. Tell us more. We have more videos coming up. Sorry, guys, this has to be short though. Facebook. Big shout out to you. Put your comment and say what you want to say. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week. See ya.
Ok, tout le monde a fait vidéo, so qu'on y a nous pral faire vidéo pas nous. En avant. Allo la police.
Bow.
It's me again.
Bow.
Haitian bling and ding.
Bow.
Hello, Macy's.
Bow.
It's Haitian Jonas.
Bow.
After baby too.